Hey, what's up, Dick Jones? Hey, Bell. What's up, Brian? Monk Eye, Gnarly Beard, Kevin. Who done it? That's the question. Exactly. I don't think it's coincidental. So, Joshua Brown testified in the Amber Guyger trial about testified about the murder and gave a different story than what the police report says. Apparently, there's a robbery here at Smashburger. So if you look inside, there's probably about 6 or 7 officers in there. So yeah, this guy Joshua Brown testified against Amber Guyger. Guess he was a key witness. I actually have not seen his testimony in court. I didn't get to watch all the trial. There's also another stop up there. I'm not going to go up there though. I'm just going to stay back. But yeah, this guy was murdered last night in his apartment. Hey, Beckio. So the story is, this guy Joshua Brown was at an apartment at whatever it is, I think like 4200 or something, Cedar Springs. It's about 5 miles from where Both and Jean was murdered. And as he was getting out of his car, I'm not sure if he lived in this apartment complex or was just visiting somebody, but as he was getting out of his car, somebody came up to him. The original report said that he was shot in the buttocks and then the side. But today, the attorney Lee Merritt said that family members and witnesses told them that he was shot in the face and in the chest. And that's very different. That's very different than being shot, in the butt and then the side. Like being shot in the face and then the chest is personal. That's crazy. Rika, a guy by the name of Joshua, I want to say Joshua Brown. Is that what I just said? Yeah, this was in downtown Dallas last night, about 10 o'clock. But I don't believe in coincidences. I think that Amber Guyger and the union and everybody else thought that she was going to get off. And then if she was convicted or found guilty, it would have been manslaughter. And then the sentence would have been real light. And she probably would have got off with probation or something. So I don't think they had him axed beforehand because they just figured that she was going to win the case. That's what I truly believe. he was silenced. Yeah, I think it was a message by the union and the police department that if you're going to testify against Dallas PD, that they're going to retaliate. Amber Guyger worked close with the SWAT unit, and a lot of these guys in the department are killers. So I don't know if it necessarily would have been one of them personally, or if they would just had a informant do it. Hey, what's up, Kim, Keith? Yeah, I think they're going to try to affect the appeal process. Dang, a lot of these guys look young. Some of these officers look younger than my oldest son. Yeah, damn sovereign citizens are so used to being above the law that when they're held accountable, they don't even know how to react. When's the last time you've seen a murderer, convicted murderer, have their hair straightened by a sheriff, a bailiff? When's the last time you've seen a convicted murderer allowed to get up and hug somebody in court? When's the last time you've seen a convicted murderer get a hug from the judge? And I'm not saying that she should have not have necessarily been able to not hug them, but we know it's not equal play. We know that if it was anybody else, they would not have been able they would not have been able to do that. So I am at 2200 Cedar Springs here in North Dallas, or downtown Dallas. Hey, Jimmy Reed. Yeah, we had a robbery. I'm not sure how much money you're going to get from the cashier at Smashburger, but somebody either had to pay rent real bad, or they needed a crack fix, or needed money for a strip club or a prostitute or something real bad. But they chose Smashburger tonight. And I don't know what it is with I think it might be my new case, but for some reason when I put my phone on my my selfie stick, it doesn't want to stay on portrait or whatever. Dude, downtown Dallas is busy tonight. Yeah, Bo Bears, I'm not sure. So far from what I've seen, nobody said that they have actually seen the shooting. They just saw a witness drive off in a silver sedan. I guess somebody robbed him.
Oh, they robbed him, huh?
Yeah.
Like held him up.
I don't know how much money you're going to get from Smashburger.
I know. It's
especially at 10 o'clock on a Saturday.
I know.
Like, whether they get $100,
Right, yeah.
200,
I know.
bunch of 20s and 1s, 5s.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Yeah.
Too bad. Well, thanks for the heads up,
All
man.
right, man. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, Johnny, nobody knows who shot the witness. And I'm sure Dallas PD's all over it, right? I'm sure they got their best guys on the case. Yeah, so Lee Merritt, the civil rights attorney, he also helped represent Botham John. He's the one that said that eyewitnesses and the family told him that he was shot in the face and then the chest. So that just convinces me more that she knew what she was doing and it was intentional. What's up, Charlie Dog? So there's a guy a second ago that went up and got some money out of the ATM. But I bet you if I walk over there, pigs would get all triggered. They'd probably want to attack me. So I won't tell you how I know, but these units right here, these businesses are going for about $12,000 a month for rent. So like this Smile Complex and Potbelly and this Pressed Juicery, those spaces are leasing out for about $12,000 a month. Yeah, Joshua Brown was his name. This is Robbery. I guess somebody decided to hit up Smashburger for some cash. Yeah, there's a robbery at Smashburger here in downtown Dallas. They're probably back there downloading the surveillance camera footage. People thought you were crazy when you said the police unit paid off the brother. Yeah, this was smash and grab. CFW, did you get any action in Fort Worth? Hey, Jet. Yeah, so armed robbery, they came in hot. There's probably about at least a dozen units or more here a minute ago. What's up, QDL Cop Watch? How you doing, Kim J? Lacey R, Bell. What's up, Chris? Yeah. Nah, in this case with Smashburger, if somebody wants to rob them, they just hand over whatever little bit of money they have. The most they'll have is maybe $200, $300, $400 in their cash register. Hey, Carolina, I actually don't mind when cops are lazy and don't do nothing. Like if there's no crime out there that they need to fight. I would rather them be watching baseball games or doing whatever they want to do rather than being out there harassing people. That's just my personal opinion. People love Smashburger. I've had Smashburger, and it's not nothing to rave about in my book. Looks like Smashburger is going to close for the night. Oh, by the way, guys, Dallas PD was useless when my truck was stolen and my tools. They were useless. They didn't do jack shit. So I always laugh. I always knew that was true because I grew up in the ghetto. And people, dumbass people would be like, oh, why do you hate cops so much? They're going to be the first ones you call when someone robs you or when something happens to you, someone breaks into your house. Yeah, guess what? Depending on where you live and who you are, they're not going to do jack diddly for you. So, yeah, I'm going to call them, but I have to make a claim on my insurance. If it wasn't for the fact that I didn't have to make a claim on my insurance company, guess what? I wouldn't call because I know they're not going to do anything. Hey, Night Shadow Patrol. How much money were tools worth in truck? I had about $8,000 in tools. And my truck, I think, came out to $12,000 in damages. They recovered it and then fixed it. So it's about $12,000 in damages, and my tools and personal effects for about $8,000. That's right, Tin Lizzie. Maybe somebody wanted that guy axed. What year? That was just a few months ago, Brian. It happened over the summer. I think it was like July. Nah, Jet. They gave me about half of what my tools were worth. So, and then between making my payments and my deductible and everything else, it ended up costing me about $7,000 to $9,000. Yeah, they found it. Found it about a month later or 3 weeks later. They didn't find it. Another department found it. It's just abandoned in a parking lot at a weekly hotel or a monthly hotel. Yeah, insurance is a scam. And then I know I'm going to end up paying for it because they're going to raise my rates when I go to renew my what do you call it? My contract. They're going to raise my insurance rate. I'll have to look into that Willie Pete. I'm sure there's a bunch of traffic stops around here now because all those officers left. Uh, 4600 Springs, Cedar Springs is it's a fairly decent, it's a really nice apartment complex. So it wasn't like a middle class or trashy neighborhood. It's more of an upscale neighborhood. But I'm sure we'll find out more. But I wouldn't trust the police department to come out with accurate news on such suspicious activity. Should we go for a ride on the trolley? Yeah. So for those of you guys that were watching my live stream the other night, when I started yelling and screaming at the nasty pigs, like I figured, they grabbed one of the protesters, a lady from St. Lucius. If you look at my video, she was the one with the St. Lucius flag around her back, kind of like a cape. She had a little sign in one hand, like 1117 sign in one hand, and she had a notebook of poems in her other hand with her cell phone. And witnesses say that the police just grabbed her randomly, pulled her back pulled the flag and yanked her down to the ground from the back. And then they said about 5 guys jumped on her, and one of them busted out with a baton. And yeah, they arrested her. But if you go to WFA's YouTube channel or Facebook, they have partial video. They have the whole video, but they've only released partial video. And from what I've seen, it's accurate what eyewitnesses told me. Yeah, so out of all those protesters, she was one of the most peaceful ones there. So out of all the protesters, for whatever reason, they decided to grab her. Yeah, excessive force. Yeah, they don't care. That qualified immunity is bullshit, dude. City council needs to revoke the contract we have with them. And if they don't like it, then go find a different job. I know, Nights Patrol. When I went to go live, like I said, I'm gonna have to play with this. I have a selfie stick instead of a gimbal, and for some reason it doesn't want to switch to landscape mode, and I wanted to go live. I got here just like maybe a minute or two after all the officers showed up, so I didn't want to go. I didn't want to get stuck trying to mess with my phone for 3-4 minutes and miss something. I know, but it's still annoying. It's like a rookie move. Such a rookie move to do. I'm tempted half the time just to throw my phone down on the ground and say, screw it. They're done with that. I'm gonna go see what else is going on down here. They're just waiting for these kids' parents to come so Mr. Police Officer can tell them that everything's going to be okay. They're going to be safe. They'll be fine. All right, guys. I'm gonna go live again when I catch something. I'm gonna mess with my phone first and make sure that I have it in the right mode. If not, I'm gonna throw it down to the ground and stomp on it. But thanks for checking in. We'll catch you guys later.